And now, introducing the new SneakyG Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in SneakyG Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch. So please check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. water hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the SneakyG podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. But what is going on? I'm excited for tonight. What we're going to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Carolina Panthers game for the debut of Hyatt and Waller and the New York Football Giants preseason home opener, if you will. We got a couple things to talk about. We got some things to talk about. One thing that how about that first drive? I mean, look, we saw Jones last year in preseason, looked okay, all right? And there was still some question marks. But this year, there is something different about the guy. You know, it's like he is more confident. It's like he is more experienced. Oh, wait a minute. This is the second year in Dable's system. I guess you could say it's a sense of familiarity, if you will, if that's the word I'm looking for. And what do you think, man? What do you think that this Friday night's game, okay, the first drive, what did it tell you?
That there's going to be a lot of fireworks on offense this year.
Well, it's I mean, okay, look, I'm gonna throw this out there, and I don't want people to repeat this, okay? Because the negative Nancys are standing up and showing who they are. Oh, if Waller stays healthy, why would you even say that? Why would you even bring that up? Look, that combination is going to be nasty. Okay.
I have an answer for you.
Go ahead.
The reason, and I'm kind of with people on that and why they say, if he's healthy, And if you recognize, they only say that to people that are constantly not healthy.
Look, the injuries are a part of the game. You know, if someone is constantly getting injured for whatever the case may be, it is what it is. I'm sure they can't control it. I'm sure the person that's always getting hurt wants to be on the field. I'm sure they don't want that label injury prone. Okay. They want to get that label off of them, off of their status, if you will.
Right. But until that happens, people are going to continue to say stuff like, well, if he's healthy, or, if he wasn't so injury prone. So a good example of that is Saquon Barkley.
Right.
First
Okay.
year was phenomenal. And you got into, my God, this is every year now. He's getting hurt doing this. And don't get me wrong, most I would say 80% or more of the injuries that happen are fluke freaking injuries. I mean, you look at the one injury with Saquon against Dallas. He stepped on a guy's ankle, was out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But again, the fact of the matter is he's not staying on the field. And in order for things to work, these guys have to stay on the field. That's why, in my opinion, it's so acceptable to say, as long as this guy's healthy. Because and another thing that leads into is, let's say, people say that, which I do, and he gets hurt. That takes a big piece away from Daniel Jones. So now Daniel Jones has to find another spot, knowing that that's his big guy. And we don't know that progression with that other person will be as fluent as it was with Darren Waller, because of, how fluent they were together. Now, don't get me wrong. In this case, Daniel has Daniel Bellinger, who he has a good connection with, who had a great rookie year last year. So there's definitely something there. So in that aspect of it, yeah, he has a little bit to play with. But again, it goes back to Darren Waller has to stay healthy. Now, I understand what you're saying. It's almost like putting bad juju on a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
and you know how I am about that. You know how I am.
And again, you know how I am. I'm looking at what it is. I love Darren Waller. I know what he can be, but he has to stay healthy to be that guy again. That's where I think that comes from. I know there are people out there that say it in such a negative way, as if to say, you know what I mean? But if you think about it, even if you say it in a positive way, it all kind of means the same thing. It's almost like saying, I'll believe it when I see it.
Right. And I'm obviously the type of person that looks at the glass halfway full. Okay. Right. And I look at it as, hey, if he's on the field, let's just be glad that I don't want to say glad. Let's just appreciate the fact that he's on the field. Now, I want to throw something out there. So Daniel Jones, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have his numbers up here, but I think he went, was it 7 for 8 or 6 for 7? Touchdown, X amount of yards. I mean, obviously first drive and they took him out. Okay.
Right.
Hold on a second. Let me see something here. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this here.
Jones, Waller, gain of 7 before he gets sandwiched at the 32-yard line.
That's the first play.
Jones to throw. Jones to Waller, another first down, and will not play tonight. 2nd and 10. Paris Campbell with a first down.
I think Paris
Campbell 13. Jones under some pressure.
Okay, so I'm going to mute it real quick. Look, Vanilla Vic still at it. Okay. Hold on. I want to can I back this thing up real quick? Pause. I want you to see something with this play action right here. Now watch this next play. And to me, when I saw this was the difference maker for me. Right? Look at that.
Where are the defenders that were there 2 years prior? I'm with you 100%.
Look at that protection.
That's what I'm saying.
On Daniel Jones, the line has improved. Look at Schultz.
Yeah.
Look at Thomas. Look at Neal.
Yeah. This is we've been begging.
Just look at that protection right there.
No, I got you.
And then when you have a clean pocket, you give him that time. Now, of course, obviously, you'd want him to complete the pass here. I mean, that's a given. But let's get that was a hit. Waller got rocked on that one. Okay.
and
then
that's
you got
where a plus is. So saying that Waller got rocked and got back up and played. Did you also hear what happened? I don't know if it was this game. I think might have been the game before. No, it was this game because Waller didn't play the game before.
Right.
Where he dislocated his finger.
Oh, yeah, and he popped it. I think that was in practice, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, you're right. It was at the which game was it?
Okay, now okay, look, again. Let me back this up real quick. Check the protection out that Joe. Now, guys, okay, all right, Paul, let me tell you this. I understand it's a preseason game. I understand this is their first action. I get it. But hear me out. This is what we've been begging for the last 4 years. This is why, I mean, what Jones has right now, he did not have in the past. If he would have had this, okay, shoulda, coulda. Let me just stop. Let me just continue on with it. Now, again, this is the first, and look at this time.
Yeah.
Look at Thomas. Look at the pocket, the protection. Jones gets to step in the ball, step in the pass and throw it.
Right.
I mean, and there's Hodgson or Hodgins. Gabe actually corrected me on his name, and I've been chopping up. You know how I am with names. Hey,
it's Hodgins.
Yeah, at least I'm consistent. All right. Play action. So Banks said he was a little late on this throw. I somewhat agree, but he had to finish the progression. I still think he made a good throw.
Yeah. Listen,
and then of course here you got the touchdown right here.
The only way it's not a good throw is if it's negative yards or if it's incomplete. That was for positive yards. There's nothing to be negative about there. But I also, in thinking about what you were saying about, how your glass is half full, this is where I think it differs a little bit, and it's going to be funny.
Okay.
And it's true,
let me hear it. What you got?
But it's something you're not going to be familiar with to the T. You've had it, but you don't live it. We live on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey. That is our mentality.
Gotcha.
It's great when it's great, and when it's bad, we're going to tell you it's bad.
Right.
And we're all pessimists too, so.
So, positive Philly, I see you there. Hold on a sec.
Oh,
so he comes back, and I want to say something to Mike too. He said, Sneaky, he may be playing better and have more confidence in himself, but it won't win him a Super Bowl. Kind of like your guy.
I love that he says that because, again, let's go back to last year's stats. The only stat that, and it wasn't even blown out, I'm going to tell you right now, the only stat that was noticeably better with Jalen Hurts was the touchdowns. And again, it was because he had better receivers. All the other numbers, yes, Jalen Hurts led in all, but I think completion percentage. Daniel Jones.
Wait. I'm sorry. I might have heard you wrong. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jones led completions.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go
Jones
ahead.
was like 67.8, and I think Hurts was at like 66.9. I mean,
I thought it was like 65. I could be wrong too on that.
Yeah. But I mean, their numbers were practically identical with the passing touchdowns. He had 3 more rushing touchdowns than Jones did. He only had, I think, 7 more passing touchdowns. So if you want to say Daniel Jones is that bad, well, then how bad is your quarterback with better receivers?
And look, let's listen. Look, and I'm gonna say this till I'm blue in the face. No pun intended. Get it, big blue. Anyway, Jones did so much more with so much less.
Right.
And yeah, you could say Saquon this, but again, Saquon's a running back. Okay. Jones was the second leading rusher on the team. He rushed for 7 touchdowns. Okay. Yeah, he threw for 15 TDs, 5 picks. Okay. But at the same time, he took us to the playoffs, got us a playoff win without a number 1 wide receiver. Bottom line.
Well, I hate the fact, and this bothers me. This is probably one of the things that bothers me as much as people being less positive than you. I can't stand when people say, well, this one guy carried the team. How ridiculous does that sound? You mean to tell me that one guy carries 52 other people? That is ridiculous. Because you know what? The defense has to come out and stop the other team from scoring. And if Saquon was the only person on the offense, then you don't need Daniel. You don't need an offensive line. Like, stop. Just stop. He's not the only thing on the offense. And I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Daniel Jones was as big of importance as Saquon was last year.
Yes. Definitely. Oh, of course. Danny, what's up? I see you. You said, so who do you guys think the Giants will end up cutting from the roster? I just hope Shep isn't one of them. One of those players. I don't think so.
Cut, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded.
I saw the Bleacher Report say some mess like that, and they could keep that. They need to take that somewhere else. Look, Shep is only on a 1-year deal. What value can we get out of Shep? I mean, let's be honest. And I'm not saying that to downgrade Shep. I want to keep him. I think he would be more. Shep is one of those players that I want him to only be a Giant.
Yeah, but sometimes it's one of those things that you just have to do if you got too much.
But what I'm saying is, what value are we going to get Shep or get from Shep? That's the ultimate question.
I'll tell you right now.
We want to talk about trading and all that, but what are we going to get out of it?
Here's what we'll get out of it. If they don't cut him and they trade him, we get a pick and don't have to cut somebody else. That's where the value is.
But what?
So in other words, I'm saying, let's say we go with 6 or 7 receivers, and Shep and Colin Johnson end up being the odd man out. Rather than just demoting them and have them possibly, be released and go wherever the hell they want, the Giants could end up trading Shep for as much as a 7th round pick, which is an extra pick for the Giants that they could use next year to possibly trade up or even get it, somebody else that could end up being, a Tom Brady-esque player. I don't mean like quarterback, but I mean just,
right.
But
that diamond in the rough.
Right. And that's where the value is. So you're getting more than you're letting go. Because again, if you let him go, or if you cut him, which is letting him go, you're getting nothing back. If you trade him because there is some value, then he'll play for another team, or they'll cut him, in which case we still win because we still get a pick out of it. So there is some kind of value, but I do understand what you're saying. He has been one of those guys that you love to see around, but considering the kind of business it is, as much as I love Shep, I like winning better. And if it means cutting Shep, then it means cutting Shep.
And okay, and I'm going to defend Shep here. Listen, the thing about Sterling Shepard, for one, he's like the longest tenured Giant. Okay. I think one of the only Giants that's been on the team since not our last playoff, but the 2016 playoff team. It's worth ethic. It's hard to find players with that type of worth ethic that Shepard has. And to just, I understand it's a business. And I was talking with myself in the car. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. I get this. And because it's a business, you have to separate emotion from business decisions. I think this one for me would be tough. If I see Sharp would it be traded for, say, a 7th or 6th or 7th round pick, right? And maybe some compensation, because I want him to flourish with us, and I know he will. And he wants to stay in New York, right? And why would we? I don't know. I'm kind of, again, it's the emotion part of it,
Right.
You know, he's my guy. He's one of my favorite players, and I want him to stay a Giant.
Right. Oh,
and
I do too. But
it's just, yeah, I know, and and I can say it without saying a but I mean, there is that lingering thought, and like I said, the Bleacher Report was saying on Twitter, or I'm sorry, X, that he should be he should be on the trading block, or he is on the trading I don't know. But one thing I will say is that what I'm not surprised is, according to the assistant GM, I can't think of his name right now. Brandon. Is it
Brandon?
I want to say, huh?
Brandon Brown.
Brandon Brown. I like him. I like him, by the way.
Yeah, he's good.
They evaluate a ton of players. They look at all talents, and the fact that the NFL, I mean, they changed the rules now where they have a 1-day cut, where like 37 players are going to be gone in 1 day out of all 32 teams. And it's like a whirlwind of, free agents or waiver wires, if you will. And I like the fact that, he was asked the question, how does it change the process? And he said, oh, no, our process doesn't change. It stays the same,
Right. Well, that's where I come up with the fact. And again, don't get me wrong. I loved Odell. I loved our Steve Smith when he ended up going to Philly. I loved those guys. But here's where I draw the line. And you've heard me say this. I'm a fan of the name on the front of the jersey,
right,
not on the back. If getting rid of Shep means that we bring someone else in that can actually help us win, then I'm all for it. Shep, with his injuries, again, we're going back to the injury thing. It's I don't want to say it's not common that guys come back from that, but when it happens multiple times and almost the exact same, injury, it's not good.
Yeah. And
it's tough. I understand, and I'm with you. I love Shep.
Because he works so hard, and then he comes back and he has moments, and then something happens.
Well, here's the thing. Hard work is great, but if it doesn't translate to the field, then it doesn't count.
So I got Emac here. I want to bring him on real quick. I just read his name.
Hello.
Ant my hoe.
Why am I your hoe?
Just be funny.
That's mean. I'm gonna cry now.
What's going on, Emac? How you doing, man?
Oh, good. How are you?
Doing real good. Real good.
Weekend.
It was good. It was good. Had a good, good weekend. I took Thursday, Friday off. I had a VA appointment on Thursday, and Nick had a scrimmage later on that night. And we didn't get back till late. It is hot as Hades out here in Dallas.
I was at Memorial this past Saturday.
Oh, is everything okay?
My uncle died a month ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. All I know is he died in his sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, Memorials stink.
Yeah.
They're not quite, entertaining. So, Emac,
yes.
Tell me a little bit about the Seahawks and where you see them going, because you're a Seahawks fan, right?
Yes, and I actually see them in second division, but making the playoffs at least 12-5, 11-6.
Okay.
We should predict the schedule, actually.
Yeah, we'll probably. Well, we're getting closer. I don't have time to do it tonight.
I can tell you who I think will be in the AFC and NFC North, if that makes more sense.
Who do you think?
AFC North, I think will lose to Cincinnati, Baltimore, Cleveland, and beat Pittsburgh.
Okay.
NFC East, I think will beat Dallas. Actually, take that back. I think we'll beat I think we'll beat you guys. I think we'll beat Philadelphia.
I think we'll. I don't think. But go ahead.
Beat Philadelphia. Beat you guys. Lose to Dallas. Lose to Washington. Split with San Francisco. Beat the Rams twice. Arizona twice. Beat Detroit. Who do we also got in our schedule? If you guys disagree, you guys can call me out.
Well, you know I am.
Who we have in the NFC?
Hey, Sneaky, I got to go, man. I got a bit of an emergency.
Okay. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Later.
All right. What was that? Who? I know. I think we faced somebody in the South this year. I don't know who it is. Shoot. I don't know if it's anybody in NFC South. I think we will win for sure.
So I will say this. I think the team that you guys played against last year, right?
Yeah.
It was a close game. Turnovers were the key. Had we not had the turnovers, I think the result might have been different. Again, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it. I think this year is going to be, and this year, I think you're playing in New York, right?
Yeah, we're playing at MetLife, but we always good against you guys.
I mean, you'll play us tough. Yeah, I believe that. I think this year, though, it's going to be different. I think this year is going to be a little different. Because last year we were kind of, getting into our own. But we'll see. I mean, I speak a good game, but we'll see. And I do know that, with Love, since you guys picked up Love through free agency, there's going to be a little, I don't want to say revenge factor, but, I don't know. I really don't. I'm not accustomed to talking mess, but I just think it's going to be a different result. But we'll see. We'll see.
Anyway, I was actually at driving range last couple of days for golfing.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. I actually did better today than yesterday.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Have you ever thought golfing?
I have actually. I even have some clubs that a buddy of mine gave me, and what's up, McNugget? I see you. I do go at least to the driving range, maybe once in a while. I'll even I'll go to we'll do a couple holes. I haven't went to a golf course here yet, but anyway, EMAC, it's always good to talk to you, brother. It's good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to see you Thursday. And
see you Thursday. It's actually my Thursday off from work.
Oh, well, good. Well, good.
And by the way, my birthday is this Saturday.
How old are you turning?
23.
23.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Anyway, I love you, brother, and let's go Giants out.
I appreciate you. What's up, big fella?
Hello, Stephen.
Can I tell them your news that you shared with me?
Yeah, you okay. Yeah, everybody knows. Yes.
I was so Dallas Cowboy Chris gave me some news a couple days ago that actually hurt my heart a little bit. But it's for the better, bigger and better things. His mama boss, if you will, got a promotion, and you guys will be moving to Mile High.
To Denver, Colorado, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations again.
Say, man. Thank you, man.
To see you leave, but
hey,
we'll make the most while you're still here.
Like I told a lot of people, I said I'm gonna be in between cities all football season anyway. During the week I'll be in Denver, but on the weekends I'll be back in town. I got a lot of friends coming in town for Cowboy games and everything like that. I had a lot of obligations that was going on, so we're not going to do the full time, and not until early next year, where we'll be permanent, where we won't be coming back every weekend, but then it'll be like once a month then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. But we're excited, man. When you got a wife or the people who have husbands and have to relocate around the country, it's a part of life. And especially with our kids being adults, we really we have to be locked down in one specific place. And we always knew if she got promoted, it would be a possibility that we had to change city. And when Denver came up, it's a city we both love. We've been to many times, actually made a few friends in Denver and everything. So we just thought it was the right place to be at this time. So matter of fact, she's in Denver now. I literally just got off the phone with her. She went to meet her new staff and everything. How often do you get to say, I need to meet my new staff? Your staff, not hey, right, my bosses or whatever. I need to meet my staff. So, I'm proud of the wife, man. She bust her butt to do that. Many years of, with somebody that don't have a degree and able to become a station manager at a major airport. It's a big accomplishment. So proud of the wife there.
Yeah. Again, give her my congratulatories as well. So
definitely
for the Dallas Cowboys, they had an open practice at the start today.
Yeah, for the rest of really training camp.
I think for the rest of the week, right?
Yeah, it's for the rest of the training camp. Because everybody's doing doing something new this year. They just having one big cut. I mean, that's league wide.
Yeah.
Before they'd have cuts after every preseason game. Mm-hmm. And they had the practice on TV today, and they were talking about it at one point. Sneaky, next week it's going to be 1,500 players in free agency
without a job at one time. Yeah,
at one time.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are going to sneak through and get back on practice squads and go through waivers and everything that you would think would never make it through waivers. But when you got that many players at one time going through waivers, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be, I know the Giants, the Cowboys, the other teams are going to try to sneak players through just to put them on their practice squad. And I think it's kind of a disservice to the other athletes that's getting cut, because other teams may not have time to evaluate you to get you on a practice squad. I think.
Yeah, I don't understand that move. I don't, and I'm assuming that the owners had to vote on that.
They had to, man. It makes no sense to me. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
because these are the guys' livelihood. If you get cut, that don't mean your season is over. Because you may be at a position that somebody's looking you. It's just like our linebacker got hurt in the Seattle game, out for the season. So the Cowboys is going to be looking for linebackers.
Right.
Right. And it just if they're not familiar with them, it's going to be hard to evaluate somebody just overnight.
Well, I'm assuming Brandon Brown, the assistant GM, well, I mentioned this with Ant. He was asked the question, does this change the process? And he says no. It doesn't. I think in that aspect of it, teams have an idea of who they want or who they want to entertain. To bringing aboard they have an idea of, okay, this person gets cut, or if you hear this name, I'm sure the type of staff that, and of course I'm speaking for the Giants. I don't know how the Cowboys run their squad, but I know the Giants are at the ready, and they're ready to they're probably frothing at the mouth of certain players dropping off, and like you said, wanting to to evaluate or to bring aboard for practice squad or whatever. What's going on, Ray? I see you, man.
Yeah.
And Tank, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, brother. Oh, and you got some love from McNugget. Chris always with the shades. Because he can't.
You mean the college student McNugget? Is that who we're talking about?
Yes, the
No
college student,
longer
yes.
high school student, the college
No
student.
longer. So I'm gonna bring on Raphael real quick. He wants to talk with you with the Raiders and the Cowboys.
You mean Raphael, the one who still tucks his jersey in his shirt? Yeah, I mean it's
El Capitan, I think so. And I'm gonna step back for 1 sec, but I'll be right here. I got to take care of something real quick, but I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Here's
Go ahead.
Raphael.
Okay.
Raphael, why you smiling?
That's because we're just winning, and that's what because right now because I really understand that why Aiden O'Connell should be like the future as a quarterback, and I know for a fact because I know for the preseason games I just see like a more improvement about the defense, and right now the most difficult task to everybody else at this preseason, because we just beat the 49ers and San Francisco, Los Angeles Rams, and of course, we just had like the Dallas Cowboys, which is on next Saturday, which is, this is going to be like a really example to do it because, if you look out for the 53-man roster, they got Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the starter. The quarterback number 2 is going to be Aiden O'Connell, because how improved about Aiden O'Connell, it could be like a bigger version, because they had a runner for the future of the quarterback. And at the first, Aiden O'Connell, it seems like the quarterback for Purdue. But I will say that guy has a really good speed, good ability. And for the quarterback number 3, if you got to the step of the cut, I would say Chase Garbers, because Hoyer, that guy, it's not giving it too much. And I would rather think about Chase Garbers, but I see that a lot of defense could improve about that. And this is going to be like really excited to the game between Raiders versus Cowboys. And I will tell you, the defense is going to be better.
I just want to clarify something. Okay. So are you saying you're counting preseason games as something that you can bank on? Because you just said we beat the Niners and we beat the Rams. Raphael, I believe you're the only one cares about that, because we don't care about winning a preseason game. Because to me, preseason games are evaluations, right?
There's evaluations.
The Cowboys and other teams go in there. I don't think they go in to win the game. They go in there to evaluate players. Because you go undefeated or you may win. Matter of fact, I got the Raiders winning Saturday because the Cowboys are not going to play anybody that'll be on the team. So does that mean the Raiders are going to be better than the Cowboys this year? That's absolutely not true. We all know that, okay? Because you got a lot of deficiencies on your defense and on your offense. I still don't know why you give away a world-class tight end for free to the Giants. I don't understand that, okay? You got rid of your quarterback.
They have a great improvement.
You think it's an improvement at tight end now? You think it's an improvement at tight end?
Because we have Michael Mayer from Notre Dame, and this guy could be like a really good improvement.
You saying Michael Mayer is better than Waller? Is that what you're saying?
Darren Waller is right now for the New York Giants, but would Michael Mayer say this because it's gonna be better? Because we just seen like like a baby Crunk, baby Rob Gronkowski, because that guy, he does everything.
Well, most babies can't walk yet, and so he's a rookie in the NFL. So I don't think he's good enough to compare to anybody yet. I seen the kid at Notre Dame. He was okay, a big kid, athletic. I mean, but for you to say that he's a baby Gronk and he's better than your all-pro tight end that you traded to the Giants, I don't believe that is true at all. You got to give him time, man, to develop or see something in a real game. A preseason game means nothing, you know.
I mean, there wasn't disappointment. There wasn't disappointment for Notre Dame. I mean, he turned out because he had a long way to go to the beat at the time of this one, because the setbacks are going to have to face it along for the journey. They want to determine, but there wasn't like a disappointment to Michael Mayer. I mean, Michael Mayer said he was embarrassed because that was like a welcome to the NFL moment. But one of the biggest adjustments, because maybe it become like a better blocker. I mean, the receiving side for the tight end is always naturally for Mayer, but after they were drafting in April, he has to go to dig deep to improve as a run blocker and a pass protection. And going out for the final year, because I know we just drafted Michael Mayer, and thank you very much to put up Darren Waller as a tight end for the New York Giants. But I mean that it's going to hammer leave for the fundamental and use the fundamental as the technique. But if it comes to like a head to ground for Ronnie as a receiver, he has a blend of size, strength, athleticism, and road Ronnie has ability have learned to him to find success. Whatever they're going to match up against linebackers, cornerbacks, and safeties, he's perfect to resume for the red zone issues. That's what I worry about of the Raider defense or about the last season.
Well, I don't think you ever answered my question though. I mean, you gave me a lot of stats and everything, what you thought about him. I asked you a direct question. So are you saying he's better than Waller? I'm asking you, is your new tight end, a rookie from Notre Dame, better than the tight end you just traded to the Giants? Is he better?
Yep.
That's what I ask you.
Yes, this is better because there's for the speed and ability. Yes, speed. Yes.
I think I want to back up a little bit. I know you were talking about preseason. You might want to put this on the calendar. Chris, you might want to clip this and tag me on this on TikTok, because I know that's what you're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with Chris. Preseason is for evaluation purposes. Now, don't get me wrong. You play to win the game. Either it's joint practice, preseason, obviously regular season. You play to win the game. Now, for example, perfect example. Yesterday, the Baltimore Ravens lost for the first time in the last 25 preseason games. Clap if you care. Exactly. We don't count preseason games. We look at, and I'm only going to talk about myself, my family, because that's all I can control. I don't know what Chris does over there, because we know Cowboy fans, when they win a preseason game, they're going to the Super Bowl. We know how they are, okay? So, God forbid they win all three. They're going to go undefeated the rest of the year.
That is not true, Stephen. You know that.
You know that's true, Chris.
That is not true.
I got the TikTok stuff.
I want you to be nice to me today. I'm moving.
Never.
I'm moving.
You're leaving me. Never. It's going to get worse now. No, I'm kidding. Look, Raphael, I appreciate your enthusiasm, your energy towards the Raiders, as you should have. Now, I will say this. If preseason games mean something to you, damn it, let it mean something to you, okay? But just remember this. After Labor Day, all 32 teams start off 0-0. Just keep that in mind. And also, someone told me, if I'm not mistaken, there were, I think the year that the Browns went 0-16, they were undefeated in the preseason play. I don't know if that's true. Someone mentioned that to me. So I don't even know.
The year Detroit went 1-15, they were undefeated in the preseason.
Okay, yeah. And I know living in Arizona, they would go 5-0 because they would play like 4 or 5 preseason games, and they wouldn't do much during the regular season. But you know what? Again, if you want to champion preseason games, by all means, you know what? That's fine. Don't let anybody tell you any different. But
I'm gonna tell you different.
but I mean, and a lot of and also keep in mind, Raphael, a lot of people will. Okay.
Yes.
However, you can always say, well, they mean something to me, and then just leave it at that. Okay.
Yes.
It's kind of like sneaky imaginary 8 championships.
You gonna choke on your food, and I'm gonna watch you slowly fade to black. Imaginary?
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. Okay, you can't take a joke.
Because we both know deep down you are not joking.
I'm joking, bro.
We know deep down.
Anyway, hashtag count all 8, bro. Hashtag
we got it. Thank you. I'm glad you said it because I was about to say it.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
We got 8.
You got 8.
We got 8.
You got all of them.
Every single count them.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Matter of fact, John Merrill wears the 1956 World Championship ring. Yes, he does.
Sneaky, I said it. You got 8. Calm down.
See, you got me all hyped now. You got me all.
You got all the razzle dazzle. You got all razzle dazzle, man.
Mad and stuff, and
you're not mad.
I know I'm not mad. You know I'm not mad.
You're not mad at all.
That was a lie. That was a lie. I was flustered. Don't ask me how to spell that. Don't ask me. Raphael.
Yes.
I appreciate you. It's always good to see you. Let me hear one time.
All right, so I'm gonna say it. Let's go Giants! And of course, the last time the Raiders beat Cowboys, that was on November 25 on extra time.
Day.
Yep, Thanksgiving's Day, and that was the perfect gift. So, salute Sneaky G Man and Dallas Cowboys. Chris, salute to you, and good luck because you're gonna need a tissue right there, because you need a tissue to cry those Cowboys tears. So, have a good one, folks.
Let me hear one more time, Raphael.
Hold on, I gotta say one thing. He can't have no last parting gift like that. All I gotta say is my credit card is smaller than yours. Measurement. Remember the measurement game?
Oh, no. All right, so let's go Giants. Out and salute.
Appreciate you.
He tried to get
hold on. Philly's been waiting very patiently.
What's up, Sneaky?
What's up, man? Oh, here we go.
How's it going?
SneakyG, I see you. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Talking about preseason?
We're talking about preseason.
Not
regular. We're talking about preseason.
I knew he was coming back.
I'll say this about the preseason, right? A win is a win, okay? Like whether your team wins or loses in the preseason, it doesn't matter. But if they win, you should be happy about it, regardless if it's the preseason or not.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad if we lose either.
Are you going to be mad if y'all tie?
We just did.
That's why. Why you think I'm asking?
I was low key mad about that. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
I don't even know. I don't even know what to
season.
do.
Don't nobody care. It don't go on your permanent record.
I hate the fact that they tie in the regular season.
Example going on the newspapers and the New Jersey newspapers today. Everybody's making a big deal because it's the Jets and the Giants this weekend. You know what I say to that? Gots. Who cares? You know what I mean? They're going to play in the regular season. I don't care. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers plays. I don't care if he's braiding hair on the sideline. I don't care.
Braiding his hair on the sideline. God, you should have done that fade route like I asked you to. I'm just saying.
Rolling
but
I'll be honest. Look, Mike, I hear you. I mean, am I glad that we beat the Carolina Panthers? Yes. But okay, look.
Would you have cared if you guys lost?
No, I wouldn't have. But see, I mean, that's the thing. Like, okay, I'm not gonna brag about it though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, a win is different in the preseason when it is in the regular season. Obviously, because a win counts in the regular season.
Now, listen, if I'm a Ravens fan, I'd be disappointed after last night. That's just, to me, that's just like, I mean, that
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't. I mean, and that's the whole thing. Man, I had a TikTok lined up. I was going to do a TikTok because there was when they won their last preseason game, not last night because they lost, but when they did, they're like, oh, the Baltimore Ravens continued their streak of 25 wins in the preseason. You get a ring for that?
You know, to me,
you get a trophy
up there. To me, that ranks up there with, since he's here, we'll use Philly fans. With Philly fans saying the last year we won the Super Bowl, we beat you 2 times. Congratulations! What'd that get you?
Not a damn thing. I mean, you got the conference championship. Y'all got a nice conference championship ring.
Not this year.
Kudos. Mike, be careful.
If you don't win the chip, it don't mean nothing. I don't care if you were second place. You want to know why? Because nobody remembers second place unless you're the Eagles. You need to make fun of.
We won't be second place this year, though, bud.
I know you'll be like last.
Mike, stop. Because then I'm like, okay, let's make a bet, and you'll be like, no. Then come on now.
You think just because I say it means I have to make a bet? Like,
well, no, because if you say it, then you got to mean it. Now, unless you follow suit like me, because I say we're gonna go 17-0, but I'm not gonna bet money on that because I ain't stupid. Okay,
that's what I do.
The odds of that is slim to none. The same odds of you guys going back to the Super Bowl is the same odds of us actually going 17-0. But I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose this game, that game, this game, or the other.
To quote the world famous Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
Oh, shoot. Hold on a sec.
I know about that.
Hey, I owe you a hat, don't I?
Don't
Let
worry.
me know in the comments.
Does that. You'll get it sometime this year.
Oh, stop it. I'm broke. That's the only difference.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, you got an excuse then.
No, man, yeah. I'm excited for Disney. My birthday's coming up the weekend of this season. I'll actually be away in Disney. Me and my whole family. So I'll be
Don't you do that every year?
Bro, it's annoying. I wanted to go to Nashville.
Awesome. He's going somewhere the Eagles won't be.
Wow. This notification I just got. The Yankees lost their 9th game in a row. Imagine.
Yeah, they suck. So what? It's your point. How the Phillies
bad this year?
On horrible too. Who cares?
They're good, buddy. They're good.
Good for nothing.
Same thing's going to happen to the Phillies that happened last year with a different outcome, though.
What, they're going to lose again in the first round instead of the World Series?
No, we're going.
You said about 3 seasons ago. You got to let me know if it's a hat. Let me know. I got to get you a hat. And then McNugget says, if anyone's broke, it's me. Well, you and I are in the same club.
That's right.
Of course. She made it to college. Every college student is broke.
Or every parent that's paying for their kids to be in college is broke.
At the end of this Eagles season, Mike's spirit will be broke.
Hey, Mike, I need to put you in the backstage real quick. Let me hear it one time. I'll bring you back.
All right. Go Birds. Let's go downtown.
Coming back.
I got to bring this guy on. Please go check out his podcast. He's on YouTube, SneakyG. And I was actually on his show not too long ago. And it'll air, if I'm not mistaken, the week before the Dallas Cowboy Giants game. And he will be making his Make It Count Sneaky G-Man podcast debut. I bring on to you, SneakyG.
What's up?
Oh, you're muted. Hold on. Yeah, you're muted.
I am. Yes,
There
I'm
you go.
muted. Sorry about that, guys. How you guys doing?
No, you're good.
Oh, man.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sneaky. How are you, man?
Good. How you doing, man? How you been?
I'm doing good. Just got done doing a recording actually with Next Level Custom Shoes, man. We just did a recording with him. He just did my shoes up, and he's doing some good stuff for the Philly fans, for the Philadelphia Phillies. Man, he's making some awesome custom shoes. But I gotta say something. I was listening to Raphael, man, with this whole Darren Waller thing. Listen, I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. Okay,
Go blue.
listen, Mike was a great tight end, but he was also a hybrid tight end. Of course, the guy don't know how to block. The guy catches balls for a living. So to say he's better than Waller right now is not happening.
You
Listen,
see how I went back to it. He gave
I
me
know.
all these things, and I was like, bro, you can't be.
I was
serious.
typing as quickly as he was jet. I'm like,
I couldn't get them all. I couldn't get
I
them all
know. I was getting so annoyed.
tried.
That's why I was like, let me get on backstage because listen, the New York Giants fleeced the Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay, you just took away a huge target for Jimmy G. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, you took away a big tight end. Now I got two of them in my team. I love it. Bellinger and freaking Waller. I can't go wrong. One's a blocker, the other one catches the balls. I love it. So for him to say that Mike is going to be the best tight end right now and baby Gronk, he is not. Okay, I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. I bleed Irish blue and I'm Hispanic. Okay, figure this one out. Yes, I might get ripped, but I'm going to say this. Waller is 20 times better than the rookie tight end from Vegas. Yes. Vegas is not going to do much. Listen, he's talking about preseason game.
Hey,
I'm counting.
They're 2-0. They 2-0, brother.
Please. 2-0. They're going to go 2-0.
They started a streak.
Wow, they started. No. One more game, and it's called a win streak, but preseason, not regular season. So that's one thing. I got a lot of friends who are Vegas fans, okay? And I will say that. And I'm not going to doubt any Vegas team because they got Jimmy G. He's a great quarterback. You know, he could do some things. They got Jacobs. I think Jacobs came back to the team.
Yep,
you know,
I saw that.
They got a good running back. They got a good core. It's just now, can they come together as a team and play as a team, not as an individual? That's where Vegas comes through.
So Tank's question is, what team does he root for? If you're talking about SneakyG, it's in the name, G. Sleevy
Exactly.
G. Yeah.
And it's my last name too, Gomez.
Oh, you got that too.
So, yeah. But no, I'm representing the New York Giants hat right here, my Army one that I love very much. And you know, listen, Eagles, they had a great run last year. Okay, they got to the Super Bowl. They played one of the best teams in the NFL with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now I'm hearing people saying that Patrick Mahomes is nothing without Andy Reid. I'm going to say this right now. Andy Reid's one of the greatest coaches, right? He was an Eagles coach, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He had some of the best quarterbacks as an Eagle. He couldn't win.
He took him to the Super Bowl.
He took him to the Super Bowl, but he didn't win.
Yep. And he also took him to, 4 or 5 consecutive
championship
conference games?
Yeah, conference games. So I'm tired of hearing people saying that Patrick Mahomes is nothing without Andy Reid. Those two make a dynamic duo to make a hell of a team.
It's almost like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
Yes. Now, here's the funny thing is that he did it without Hill on the team.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to get to the Cowboys right now. Listen, Cowboys every year, you
clown them.
On paper, they always look like they're the team to beat.
They are the best regular season team, but then when they get in the postseason,
I wasn't even going postseason.
Oh, I'm going there.
My favorite words, on paper.
Choke.
On paper.
Eagles lost a shitload of defensive end. Lost a ton of defense.
Do y'all really want this smoke?
Yes. Yeah. Hey, you make fun of my 8. You leave my 8. You keep my 8 out your mouth.
Listen, I got high hopes. Like
pause. Wait, that did not sound right. Pause.
Hold on. No, I want to rebut. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Because since we're the the greatest team on paper and everything like this, but you know that paper team keep whooping the Giants' ass every time. And
How many?
I don't
How many? Wait,
understand.
but hold
No,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no. It was my
How many
turn to rebut.
coaches?
You
How
try
many?
no,
Okay,
no, here we go. You
my
let
turn. My turn.
you let Stevie
My
G
turn to
talk.
rebut
Why
now.
I can't talk? Hey, I only said one sentence. Why I can't talk?
How many
This
coaches?
is my turn to
It's
rebut.
easy. It's
No,
easy to beat a
you always
team
got an excuse for them
when
losses.
we trade
You
up.
always got
When
an
we
excuse for them
treat our
losses.
coaches
But
like
you never have.
iPhones.
You don't have excuses for them 8 though. Don't have an excuse every
'Cause that's
time. You
facts.
always want to say, "Hey, how many coaches
Hashtag
we had?
count our
We
late.
ain't had this. We ain't had that."
Hashtag
Look, man,
count
you
our
in the
late.
biggest market in the world. Okay, you can spend as much money. You can do anything you want in New York. That is not the Cowboys' fault that you guys can't hire a coach and don't know how to draft. That is not our fault. Now, look. You had Saquon fall in your lap. Okay, cool. Then you had Daniel Jones, who y'all tried to get rid of, and then you think, hey, let's give him one more damn year, and he actually played good. And I was like, and I was a Daniel Jones fan. I said it last year on your show. I like the kid. He just needs some help. Because you don't have no damn receivers. You had your running back stayed hurt, but then now he's good. Now y'all made it to the playoffs. Then all of a sudden, you guys think you're going to just run away with the division again. It still takes time. Okay, you got a great pickup with Waller. That was very scary. I like your draft pick and your wide receiver White. Love him. Okay, the kid from Tennessee. I love him. I think your offense is going to be improved, but you still got one problem. Sorry, two problems. Philadelphia and Dallas. That's your problem.
And you know,
still
and that's
can't
fair.
beat Dallas. You
That is
haven't
fair.
beat Dallas, so that's the problem.
That is fair. Now, in order for us, and I'm going to agree with you. This shit. You might as well just put this show, this whole episode on your TikTok. Make sure you tag me on that.
I'm not
SneakyG Man 11.
I will not.
Look, that to me, and I think, Ant, you and I talked about this, and I think Sleepy, I think you and I talked about this too. For a metric system, right? How we compare and contrast teams and where we're going to go in the future, how our team's going to end up at the end of the season. To me, it dictates on how we compete or even beat the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. We have to beat you guys this year. We have to. There is no if and buts about it. And we have to beat Philly because bottom line, I'm sick and tired of losing to y'all. I'm sick and tired of hearing 10-2 or the Eagles record, whatever that record is.
12-1 against us, but go ahead.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
It is 12-1. You can go back and look at it.
No, Dak. What are you talking about? Dak lost
the last 13 games. We're 12-1 against the Giants.
Well, regardless, Dak lost 2 and Dalton lost 1. So that's 3 games.
Wait.
But bottom line, I mean, Ant, you've been kind of quiet this whole. I'm sick and tired of losing to Philly. And Ant, I know damn well you're sick and tired of losing to Philly because you live there.
Ooh.
I know.
Sorry,
and
man.
it don't get any better.
Well, I feel sorry for Sneaky, man, because he lives in Dallas and he's the biggest Giants fan I've ever seen.
Exactly. You know what? Thank you for saying that, by the way.
But
yes.
He loves Dallas. He loves it. He loves
I love Dallas. I love it. I hate the Cowboys.
Territory.
I loathe the Cowboys entirely.
You know,
I can't stand the Cowboys.
He loves them.
I saw Jerry Jones I'm like, yeah, take their money because you about to take mine in a couple months when I go to AT&T
Loves a bad
Stadium.
case of hemorrhoids.
Right? $20 for a hamburger. Jerry, you should be ashamed. And just so what if that hamburger's delicious? That doesn't matter. $20 still.
Hey man, it's not like football season that we can do this, man. I love the back and forth. Look, I told Sneaky a long time ago, I ain't got no problem with the Giants. I've never not just dislike. There's only one team in the world I absolutely despise. Well, I take two of them. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the University of Notre Dame. Go Blue.
Must be the Michigan fan.
Go Blue. Y'all quit running. You quit running from us. They stopped playing us and they scared.
Well, listen, I always respect that. I respect the two teams. You know, and Notre Dame has always been one of those teams that I followed even when they were losing. So shows my true roots.
I'll admit when Notre Dame plays USC, I do kind of root for Notre Dame. I don't like USC. That's just
I
me.
hate USC.
I think the only time I rooted for Notre Dame was during that movie Rudy.
I'm with you, Ant. Rudy.
So, Sleepy, let me ask you a question, man. When you saw the first drive with Jones and Waller, Campbell, I mean, and keep in mind this was without Barkley. Okay, I don't know why they were holding Barkley out. I don't know why.
I kind of have a feeling I know why, but I'm not gonna. I'll say it after I answer the question.
How did that first drive make you feel?
All right, seeing them finally playing the starters, I was excited because we finally have a second-year coach that actually knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. That's one. We also have an offensive coordinator that actually is playing to Daniel Jones' strengths of a quarterback. And I like the fact that he's got Waller, he's got Hyatt, he's got I'm not even gonna say Cole Beasley. He's got on the team Sterling Shepard. He's got a plethora of receivers right now. Why? Because we lose more receivers than we lose linemen in the season. Mm-hmm. So I respect that. I'm excited to see what the season opener. Listen, I know it's against the Cowboys. It's in MetLife this year. I really hope. I know, big fellas. You already look. I don't care. I got it already. But you know what? I'm gonna say it. Things can happen. This is the NFL, and I'm gonna quote from the damn freaking movie, because on any given damn Sunday, anything could happen. Daniel Jones he's going to repeat what he did last year, and he's going to do a little bit more damage. He's got some weapons this year, and I love this Hyatt kid. I'm high on him because him falling in the third round into my lap was the biggest thing that could ever happen in Giants history.
Yeah,
you're talking about faster than Tyreek Hill. They're saying he was one of the fastest.
Guys, did you see that touchdown?
It was ridiculous.
It was like 33 steps. It was like a gazelle.
I mean, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Because what I'm more concerned with is the incompletion he had before that.
It's also Tyrod Taylor, not Daniel Jones.
True.
That's the other thing too. That wasn't Daniel Jones throwing the ball. That was Tyrod. So there's a difference between those two quarterback styles.
For me, when he caught that touchdown, that negated that incomplete.
Yeah.
To me. But you do have a point.
Right now, the only thing I'm really worried about, and I'll say it, is the defense. The Jets beat the hell out of the Panthers, not allowing many points up. Granted, it was not the first team that got scored on, but still, there's something on defense. They're missing some kind of nastiness, and I'm going to say that. I kind of miss Landon Collins a little bit. You know what I mean? He brought that nastiness of hitting people to what I think we got to find somebody new that could do that. And I want someone to smack somebody. It doesn't matter who it is, but it better come out like a legit, a good hit. I don't want that high helmet to helmet. It better be chest to freaking chest and put him down to the ground, seeing snot bubbles come out of his nose. That's what I want to see. I want old school football to come back, not this patty cake crap that everyone's doing this year. It pisses me off. I understand that we have concussion protocols and stuff like that. I'm glad that they're doing that for the NFL. But where the hell is smash mouth football? You got Tony Pollard, respectful running back for the Cowboys, okay, with a great offensive line. You also got Saquon Barkley with a somewhat decent offensive line for the Giants. And then I don't even know, was it DeAndre Swift now for the Eagles? Is it Gibson still in the Washington, whatever team is called now? I don't know. They're saying now they're going to go back to Redskins.
I think he's still with the.
Okay, so supposedly, yeah. So when you look at these four teams, and just in the NFC East alone, well, I'm going to say, all right, I'll say three teams. Sorry, Commanders, you guys will always suck. you're talking about the 3 best teams in the NFC because we made the playoffs, all 3 of us. And that's something huge.
Oh shit! I remember in the '80s and the '90s, all of the NFC East would make it except for the Cardinals. It would be a yearly thing.
Cardinals will never make the playoffs. But I don't know. I'm excited. Am I pumped for September 10th at 8:20? My ass is gonna be glued
Oh
to
my
the
god!
chair.
I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna be at Buffalo Joe's. It's a Giants bar here in
You're saying that in the show.
Dallas, Dallas, Texas. Actually, I think it's in Addison. Chris, you're more than welcome to join me if you want, but I know you probably got something going on at the house.
Man, you don't want me there because I don't want to see y'all's face again. It's so sad when it's terrible.
It's going to be for a while, even if the Giants beat Dallas both times this year. Let's just for the sake of saying,
just hypothetically, hypothetically, yes.
Chris's answer and most Cowboys fans' answer will be, "Whoa, now we're 12-3 against you." Ooh.
12-5.
12-5.
I'll correct them. And then, after I say that, you know what I'll say? Hashtag count all 8.
What Giants fans is going to say, man, we're 2-0 against you guys.
Yep, we started a streak. You damn right. You damn right. I'm gonna say that.
It's like the Raiders started a streak too in preseason.
Yeah,
you went back to it.
Let me ask you guys.
I will go back to it. Come on.
Let me. Okay, wait. Since he brought that up, let me just throw this out there, and I want your honest opinion, guys, one at a time, please, because it doesn't sound good on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Facebook, LinkedIn, when we all talk at one time, and Northeast Streaming Sports, which is broadcast live on Roku TV right now as we speak. Shout out. When you heard that the Ravens was on a 25-game preseason winning streak, did you care? One at a time, please.
If you were asking me, it never moved the needle at all. It was just a talking point for ESPN and other channels just to say something good about a preseason game. I mean, honestly, I don't even think the Ravens cared or the Ravens fans. Nobody cared. Nobody goes back and say, hey, we beat you in preseason 5 years ago. It's the dumbest thing ever.
And
we're talking preseason, not regular season, preseason. Yeah, nobody cares.
Slavey.
Seriously, I could not care about it at all. I didn't even know there was. Who the hell watched? Not for nothing. Only ESPN would say that, saying the Ravens have a 29-25 game winning streak in preseason. It don't matter. Come on, how many times have the Cleveland Browns gone undefeated in preseason? Anybody got an answer?
If I'm being totally honest, we got to be careful because with the way the world's going right now, they're going to start awarding trophies for undefeated preseason.
If they award trophies for preseason games, I'm going to protest.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm waiting for
I'm going to protest.
I don't know if Sneaky Bay buy a ring,
I got a championship ring right behind me. I got the real one right there behind me.
Oh, which one? You got a ring, Bob?
No, I wish I did.
Oh.
I pretend I got it though.
Oh.
No, I got one of those artificial, those fake Ford championship trophy ring. But here's the thing: Jets and Giants has that stupid Snoopy trophy during preseason.
Oh, right, yeah. What's up, Louise? Hey, that's the winner for the raffle. They got the free preseason games. Preseason tickets for the Panthers game.
And he looked like he had a great time too, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got him because hearing his story that night when he posted up, I was actually really happy for him seeing that. So I'm glad that he went to a good guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those that don't know, the night before his brother passed away. So
sorry to hear that.
Sorry, man. I'm just glad he had a good time at the game and he was able to see a victory.
He wanted to win.
About that,
Got it.
Sorry about that. The grandson wanted to say hi.
Oh, no worries. I mean, he was at the Frisco Fighter game. Yeah, who am I gonna get my tickets to now?
Hey man, I said I'll be back on weekends, bro.
Okay.
Calm down.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that now. Tank, that's how I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna give you some Frisco Fighter tickets. You got to come up to Frisco.
Damn it.
Luis says, appreciate it, guys. It really meant a lot. Yeah, man. I'm glad you got it, man. Really, I'm glad you had a good
Same
time.
here, man.
I'm gonna put the link out to you. More than welcome to come on. I know you want to talk about. I don't know if Ant wants to be a part of it. Some Yankees baseball and
Who?
yeah,
Who?
yeah.
Who?
Obviously he's a Yankees fan as well. You
Can't
know.
wait here.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't wait for this year to be over. That's what I meant to say.
So
Jeez,
did you
Luis,
know that on the 22nd it's Fire Cashman night? I saw it on Twitter. I think it's like section 222 or something.
Oh Jesus!
Bring
Christ.
your paper bags, bring the signs, bring
The only rumors that I've been interested in over the last couple of weeks is that Cash is going to step down so Derek Jeter can take over.
Oh wow.
That's what I've
Wow. That would be interesting.
And I wouldn't mind bringing Joe Girardi back.
Okay.
We need somebody to whip these prima donnas back into shape.
Especially
what's going on?
Especially our captain.
Mm.
I'm a Yankees fan too, but I'll tell you right now, was Aaron Judge worth all that money this year? Just because
you know what? For a little bit of it, I will say yes. Only because when he got hurt the first time, he came back and
he probably came back a little too early.
Hasn't been much since.
He's so shy.
Hey Luis, you got to click on the link and it'll bring you to the backstage.
My thing is that he has a habit of signing guys that are on their way out and giving them boatloads of money. That's got to stop. And I think that's why the Yankees won't spend no money. It's because we spend it all trying to wait for these guys' contracts to be up so we start spending.
Well, so let me ask you this, and I was last Friday. I don't know if y'all saw it, but a picture came out with Aaron Judge, and he had to pick, because he signed the whole Jumpman deal, right? Mm-hmm. Luis, I'll bring you on in 1 sec, brother. Hold on. And he did the iconic picture of Jordan. You know how Jordan has the 6 rings, and he has, although Judge doesn't have any rings, he has the Jumpman ring on, and that's what sparked then a person went on WFAN and basically said, Tiki, would you show off your conference ring? And then that's where he gave me the shout out. Thank you, Tiki. Shout out to you. And Ed, you were there too when I was giving him shit about him wearing his NFC Championship ring, or not wearing it, if you will.
Yeah, no, I was there.
How do you guys feel about Judge doing that type of photo op, if you will?
Doesn't bother me at all.
Bothers me a little bit.
So, and then the argument was Jeter can do that, but not Judge can do that.
There's a difference between Jeter and Judge as captains of the New York Yankees. Jeter brought a class and a style that no other Yankee besides like Mattingly and maybe some of the older guys that were captains of this team. Aaron Judge has a different swagger than Derek Jeter will ever have. And that's something that Aaron Judge has to learn quickly of being a leader in New York Yankees baseball. Jeter knew it. He was a pedigree. He brought the class. He talked correctly about his team, and he said things that he needed to say in paper and in private. Judge doesn't know how to do that yet. And I'll tell you this: every ring that Jeter has, he's earned it. So, do I think the picture bothers me with Judge? Yes, it does, because I don't think Judge has to earn that right yet. So even wear the jumper ring, you know what I mean? I don't think he did, not for nothing. Until you win something and you prove to the people you are a worthy captain of the New York Yankees, to me, you're a paper captain. You've not done much, even though you've been injured. You're there. I get it. But again, there's a different style between Judge and Jeter. You can't compare either one of them. I literally will say this. I stopped watching Yankee baseball because Jeter retired. You know what I mean? I've watched the game. I still love the Yankees, but I don't watch them as much as I used to because Jeter brought an excitement to the game. It doesn't matter if he was hitting the 3,000 ball or it's just him playing the game of his last day, not making the playoffs.
Hey, SneakyG, hold on to that thought real quick. Hey, Chris, let me put you in the backstage. Let me just hear it one time, and I'll bring you back.
Let's go, Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, Sneaky, I'm gonna bounce out too because I gotta get to bed, man.
Okay. All right, brother. I'll talk to you a little bit.
Getting you, bro.
Hey, have a good night, man. Nice meeting you.
You too. Hey, talk to you later. Love you, bro.
Love you too, brother. Good. Oh, and
I think he signed off.
I don't know if he said it or not. What's up, man?
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. How you doing? How was your night?
Man, it was amazing, man. You know, it brought some comfort in the moment. You know, obviously we were all grieving, and I was initially when I won the tickets, I was so excited, you know, but I was emotional at the same time. And the first person that came to mind was my brother, you know, who's also a diehard Giants fan.
Right.
And but I kind of knew he wasn't gonna go for it because, you know, he was really going through it. So obviously the only other person I know that would have went with me, absolutely, you know, was my fiance. So she's like, babe, I'm gonna go with you. Don't worry about it. You know, let's go. Let's have a good time. You know, get your mind off things for a little bit. And you know, just to let you know, man, shout out to those crazy Giant fans over there at J18, man.
Right? I told you.
Oh my! I told you. Man. They are family.
Hey, all I gotta say is who needs a liver, right? Who needs a liver?
This entire lot lit. I'm talking about lit. It was like a club.
Yes.
They were jamming, they were partying, they were so humble, welcoming. You know, It didn't matter that you didn't know nobody there. The minute you walked by, they were greeting you. They're like, yo, come over here. Let me talk to you. Come over here. You know, hang out with us. There's food, there's drinks. You know, hang out with us. And that love.
Danny, right? Danny, I got the link out, man. We're waiting on you.
Yeah, man. And
yes, sir. J18 stays undefeated.
Yo, that was the highlight for me. And then obviously going into the game, seeing that first drive, you know, and then obviously seeing that touchdown with Hyatt was just amazing. You know, which right now, man, I think that kid, you know, if he can stay healthy and, you know, I think he might be, you know, a nice little wide receiver for us, man.
I hope so. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, man. You know, and I think he said it in like a video that I seen that this is where I want to go. And he pointed at like a Giants logo or something.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. He was like, "This is where I want to go," and you know what? That makes me respect him so much more when I know that a guy wanted to come here. And I feel like that when players are coming out of college and they say, "Man, I really want to go to New York," or "I want to go to Dallas," or wherever they want to go, and they get chosen by that team, you know, they just play much more harder. Like when it's a team that you want to go to. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go hard. I'm about to go hard. Like I wanted this team. This is where I wanted to go. This is where I'm comfortable. Because, you know, New York is a big stage. You know, New York is not for everybody. You know, and you see it in sports, not just in football, but you see it a lot in baseball, where you get these big trades where guys come into teams like the Yankees and the Mets, and they don't pan out. You know what I mean? They don't pan out. And these are guys that were supposed to be big deals, big guys, big names, and they come to New York and they stink the joint up. You know, New York is just a different animal, bro. And the fans are unforgiving, man. Unforgiving fans. Especially the Yankees.
Well, you know I think as a Giants fan and as a Yankees fan, I think it comes with the territory because we are paying our hard-earned money to see a product on the field.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I can speak for what I've been going through for the last 6 years as a Giants fan. It was embarrassing. You know, the second year of Judge, and this was after I was done with him, when he blamed the headset for whatever reason, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're good. We're, you know. Yeah. And then that when he did that quarterback sneak, 2 times in a row, it was you know, it was heartbreaking because
it was tough when he was there.
You know, yeah, here we go, Danny. What's up, fam?
What's up, family?
How you doing,
Dan,
man?
what's going on, my brother?
Lou, man. Lou, I'm glad you won the tickets, my brother, man. Your story really choked me up, man.
Same
Seriously.
here.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I couldn't believe it, man. You know, and you could say I'm a little bit of a gambling man, but I wasn't expecting to win, man, and I won, and it was a blessing, man.
No, all of us Giant fans, we glad you won those tickets, my brother.
Yeah, man.
We
As
glad.
much as
Definitely.
I wanted them, and like I said on the show earlier, man, I was so stoked to hear that you got them.
Yeah, and it was good because the section that he got the tickets was a really good section, right? Because not a lot of people were there, so we actually got to move a couple rows down and got actually a lot closer, and it was real good. We saw the game; it was amazing. And then the J18 gang, the marching band came out and they lit that thing up, man. I gotta send Sneaky the video, man. They was just they were marching and they lit it up. And I believe one of the guys that works with the Giants, I think his name is London or something like that.
Brandon London.
Brandon London,
Yeah, he even showed up, and he was over there hanging out with the guys and stuff, and and I also got to meet Prince, and I didn't get a picture with him though. I was kind of like, I don't want to bother him for a picture, but I should have got a picture with him. If you don't know who that is, that's the kid who called the Giants. Sam.
Yeah.
He's got his own show too, man. He's doing.
He's a real cool kid, man. I think he was there with his parents, and his parents were I'm telling you, when they were like this DJ, I forget the DJ's name.
Prizzy.
Yeah, he was DJing, and everybody was dancing. I'm talking about this kid. Parents were there; they were jamming, and this guy was mixing. He was playing Eminem. He was playing something for everybody, and I tell you, it was lit. And
it's always a party. It's always a party when you go there, bro.
And my girl was like, "This is what you guys do at tailgates." I'm like,
They are there every game.
This is what tailgating is all about. Because my fiance, she doesn't know about tailgating. She doesn't know that it's an American tradition. This is what we live for, us sport fans, football fans. To get there early, to set up a little table, put some food, drinks, have a couple beers before the game. That's tradition. Without that, there's no football. Like you need that. You need that to go with the football. You know what I mean? That's
So let me tell you what I did the whole process. It was a Friday, obviously, and I posted it, and I think there was like 11 or 12 people kind of wanted to. To win. I mean, it was free tickets, free parking. I'm not. It is what it is, right? Yep. And of course, people had to give me their email address and all that. And if anybody followed me for that, that event, if you want to unfollow me, I ain't gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna be honest, okay?
Yes, you will.
But no, I mean, you follow me to enter, and you know what?
They did it already.
Probably. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just wrote done and then sent me their information and doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go and check. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. But anyway, so, it was like a random wheel that you get on an iPad or not, on my phone.
So it's not like a scam or nothing. It's a legit wheel
you'll even see it. I mean, it's on the video on Instagram. I was showing everybody, and the wheel was going, and it landed on your name. I'm like, word. I said, okay. And then I was like, at first I was like, well, I'm going to screenshot it, and then I'm going to send it to you. And I'm like, no, let me hit him. I got him on Instagram. Let me see if I can hit you up. And obviously, of course, I called you and you answered. And when I heard the news, it hit me. It kind of took me back a little bit to where when I lost my folks, and so I can hear the emotion being fresh. You just found out or whatnot, and I'm gonna be honest, the immediate thought went to your mom.
Absolutely, man.
Because that's a parent's nightmare.
Okay? That's a parent, and I'm a parent myself. Let me tell you, not to cut you off, I do apologize, but
no, not at all.
As a parent, yes, that is a parent's worst nightmare, is losing a child. And everybody grieves differently, right? Yes. So for me, I was in shock for the first 3 days. I couldn't believe the news. And I took a couple of days off of work. You know, they supported me. They're like, look, take the days off you need, you know, just, you know, feel better, you know, go, you know, do what you got to do, be with the family. So I took some days off. And where I live here in Jersey, they don't let you come in to identify the body anymore. They do it through a Zoom call. So my mother had been waiting. So he passed on Wednesday, and my mother didn't get the call until Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
we waited all those days before they called her through Zoom to identify the body through video chat. So she identified the body, and then, you know, they told her, okay, the body will be released on Monday. So they released the body Monday. We took care of all the arrangements and everything. We did a GoFundMe, and we got so much support and love from the community here where I live and from friends and family.
I don't mean to cut you off, but because I asked you, I said, you know, I want to share your story, share the link, and you're like, we already got it. We're good.
Yeah, we got it really fast.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And what's crazy about it is that my cousin was the one that was responsible for the GoFundMe, and I think the initial amount that we needed was about 10 grand for all the expenses. But what ended up happening was that my mom works for a church. So the church that my mom works for actually helped her out with like the viewing and a couple of other things, and they were going to take care of the cost. So in reality, what we needed was about 3 grand. So we hit that within 2 days. So once we hit the 3 grand, we shut it off. So that's why I never reposted it or sent it to anybody, because we don't want to take advantage of anybody, right?
Right.
You know, we put up the GoFundMe for a reason. It was because we needed a certain amount of money. But when we got the news from my mom that they were going to cover most of it, the only thing she was responsible for was about 3 grand. So once we hit 3 grand, we shut it off. And there were still people calling us and saying, hey, I want to donate. I don't see the link. I'm clicking the link, but it's not allowing me to donate.
Right.
It's been disabled. So we're like, you know, listen, we thank you, but we've hit our mark. You know, again, we're not trying to do this to pocket anything for ourselves.
Right.
The minute that we hit the amount we needed, we stopped it. You know, and you know, we weren't trying to get over our body, but you know, thank God, you know, we got the money and we took care of everything. And his viewing is going to be Thursday, so you know, I'm gonna be over there with my family, and you know, we're gonna say our final goodbyes, man, and then just, you know, just move on, man. It's hard, man. So it actually hit me about 3-4 days later. That's when it really hit me. You know, for like I said before, death hits people differently. Everybody, you know, grieves different. Everybody goes through different emotions. For me, it took me a couple of days for it to really hit me, where I literally broke down crying. And, you know, it hit me hard, you know. But again, you know, this is why you have to appreciate life. And every day that you wake up, that you can live another day, you have to be grateful to God, you know, because, you know, tomorrow's never promised, man. And you can be the healthiest person in the world, and tomorrow can be your day. You know what I mean? Or you could be the sickest person in the world, and you probably won't die. You probably will live another 10 years with, you know, battling what you're battling. You know, that's just how life works. Sometimes it's unfair, but it's just the way that life works. And the only thing we can do is just leave it in God's hands, and, you know, trust the process. And, you know, listen, people die every day, and they go, hopefully you know, I believe in heaven. I believe in God myself. So I know he's in a better place with my grandparents and, you know, all my other crazy family. But, you know, I just hope that he can work his magic. I did talk to him in prayer the other day, and I'm like, look, if you can help us out a little bit, you know what I mean? Let God know that the Giants need a Super Bowl.
Right.
And
Well,
the Yankees need a whole lot of help.
I truly believe he had a hand. He was like, let me go ahead and let me manipulate this Apple app real quick.
I think so too, man.
You know, and
he had a hand in it.
You were talking about tailgating and football and all that. And another thing that football does, and stuff like this, like us getting together, fellowship, you know, about our beloved New York Football Giants, is what football has, is a distraction from reality.
Absolutely.
Good, bad, or indifferent. You know, I have a lot of military friends and myself who, you know, we battle depression and anxiety and whatnot, but this gives us a healthy distraction to reality, you know. And granted, yeah, we talk about football for about 2 hours and then we go about our day. But at the same time, once it's game time, it's game time. And it's on. And again, you know, we get to come back and I guess reconvene, especially on, you know, that's why I love, you know, this show that we do is that everybody's invited. Everybody, we could talk football, we could talk any and every team. Obviously, this is more of a Giants podcast, but you know, I love giving the platform to everybody. But you know, just to sit and have some fellowship and talk about our sport.
Just a quick question to everybody here. Is any of you guys going to the home opener?
I'm tailgating. Meet me at J18, baby.
I'm not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll be down in I'll be at Buffalo Joe's. Buffalo Joe's. If you ever come to Dallas, that is a New York Giants bar.
I have been. Listen, I'm not even kidding you. I'm born and raised in Jersey. You know, and I love my state and everything. You know, it's where I was born and raised, and you know, have a lot of memories and everything. But one of the places that I do want to relocate to in the near future is Texas. Texas is one of the states that I'm considering. And
no state income tax, buddy. No state income tax. But the property tax is a bitch. Get ready for it though.
I don't think you guys are beating Jersey right now, man. It's so expensive in New Jersey, man. My rent just went up $200. We got a new landlord, and it's gonna keep going up now because the apartment that we got was grandfathered into us through my mother-in-law, who's been with the previous owner about 20 years. So he grandfathered us in with a nice. Right, I have a nice apartment. I have a 3-bedroom and a nice new house and everything. But he ended up selling. And when he sold it to another landlord who came in. The first thing he said was, "Well, this apartment's really worth $2,600, and you guys are paying $1,600. So I'm not going to bump it up to $2,600 in one shot, and I don't want to kick you out because you come with very good referrals from the previous owner. But I'm going to have to make you sign a lease where I have to raise it $200 every year until I get it to market value."
Wow.
So eventually it's going to end up becoming, I mean, right now it went up already. So we're at about $1,900 with the rental of the car, because he even charges for the car parking now. You know, we were parking for free before. Now we have to pay for parking because he understands that these landlords in New Jersey, let me tell you, a lot of these landlords in New Jersey, they are grimy. They are money hungry.
They're scheming.
And listen, I can't, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm judging them because I understand it's a business. You know, you own a property.
No, judge them.
You own a property. You want to do with your property what you want to do. You want to get the most money out of it. It's like a business for you. Hey, people do that. You know, I know plenty of people who are in real estate. That's what they do. They buy houses to rent them out. But it's getting unbelievable in New Jersey. I mean, we are getting hammered, bro, with rent, you know, the cost of living. You know, and the money's not matching, you know, what it's costing to live here. You need multiple income. You know what I mean? So like my girl has to do her regular job and then she has to do side hustle. She braids hair. She does, you know, different things like makeup and stuff like that. I myself, I do Uber, I do DoorDash. And, you know, apart from my, you know, because the extra money's needed, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's only going to get worse. So, and I'm talking to my fiance the other day, and I'm like, man, you know, I'm looking at houses in Texas, and I'm seeing these price tags of like $200,000 for like this beautiful house, and I'm like, man, I would love to go, but she doesn't want to go because she has family in Houston, and she's been to Texas a couple times, and all she talks about is how hot it is. And she's like, that heat. She's like, you're only saying that you want to go because of the prices, but I guarantee you will not survive that heat.
Let me tell you something.
You know, I am a little bit of a anti-heat person. You know, I sleep with the air on basically all year round. I'm a hot-blooded person, so I'm always hot, and I cannot stand being hot.
Let me tell you something. I gotta pause. I gotta have you pause for a sec. It is. Let me tell you about this heat. Okay. First off. So I lived in Georgia. Okay. I lived in Seattle. I lived in Denver, Arizona. I lived in Germany. Okay. Texas is the only place I know that says real feel. And what I mean by that is it'll tell you the temperature will be 102 degrees, but the real feel is 112. It is so hot out here is that I'm making religious choices because if hell is hotter, I don't want to go there. I'm like, I need to start going to church. It is too hot out here.
You better start praising that name.
Look, it is so hot. It is so.
But you know what's crazy? That I see people in Texas that are like from Texas, and they'll be walking around with like jeans on, cowboy hat, cowboy boots. You know.
Okay. Okay. I gotta remember this is a minute and 42. Okay, a minute 41 actually. So or an hour and 41. I got a gentleman at work. Okay, he wears a corduroy jacket with long sleeve shirts, jeans, and boots.
That's already making me hot.
Do you not sweat?
I got the fan blowing on me here in New Jersey, and
I got a fan on me right now.
Yeah, I got the AC. I got the AC on right now in my room.
Hell yeah. Danny said, "F a fan." I got the AC going on.
All right. Well, listen,
but you know what? It's all fun and games. But see, it's okay. True story. It's so hot out here. We had some minor stuff that we had to do on Sunday. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. But you know, at the same time, though, you know, everybody is in the heat. So everywhere you go, there's AC. Now, let me ask you this: where about in Texas where you were thinking about that you want to live at?
Right.
So I have a lot of friends. I have family that lives in Houston, so they talk about Houston all the time and how it is over there. And then I have some other friends from Houston, from Texas, who have moved to New York. And one of them used to live in San Antonio, and she feels that San Antonio would probably be the best city that she can see me with my personality and how I am. She says that my perfect city in Texas would be San Antonio. She said that diversity would really work in my favor. And, you know, being that, you know, I'm already coming from a diverse place like New Jersey that's super diverse, you know, and going to San Antonio would probably be more up my alley than to go to, like, you know, somewhere else in Texas. It's like a small town. You know what I mean?
So I'll be honest. I'm gonna be straight 100 with you. San Antonio is nice. Okay. Dallas has diversity too.
Yeah.
Dallas is yes, I'm going to recommend Dallas because, yes, I live here. The people in Dallas are phenomenal until they get in their cars, okay? Now, another thing,
they got gun racks and open beer containers in the car?
Oh, they got – actually, in Texas, babies that are born in Texas, they come out with an M4, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's a boy. Oh, it's a Glock 19, you know.
No, it's a Glock 19 with the boy with it.
It's a boy, yeah. The baby comes out, you know, where's that milk? Where's that titty at? Anyway.
Pull out the Scarface.
Right. But I would say Dallas, Texas. Right? I would say Texas because every year, our guys come here. Every year. Guaranteed, no matter what the schedule is.
Yep.
And there is a huge Giants. There's a huge Giants following in San Antonio as well. But down here, there's a huge Giants following. And you come down here, I got you.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, I really, really want to go. You know, it's all about just convincing my fiance to go. You know, I also have a 7-year-old baby girl who just got into a gifted and talented school this year. She took a test last year. We knew that she, you know, she had a lot of confidence in herself, and we wanted to get her into a better school. And she passed, and we got the news that she's going to a gifted and talented school. And I think she maybe even get like a bump up in grade or something like that.
Oh wow! Okay.
Good.
Or something like that. You know, I have to see, but anyway, she is going to a gifted and talented school, and I'm just excited, man. So yeah, but you know,
someone is telling you that Austin, Texas is the spot.
I've heard of Boston too, and my father actually lives in Georgia. He's in Atlanta himself, and I got to go to Atlanta last year to go see my dad, and I loved Atlanta. I mean, as soon as I landed into Atlanta, first thing I did was I Googled, soul food spot, and I went to and I didn't want to go to like a commercial one that everybody knew about. I wanted more of a pop mom and pop joint.
Yeah.
I found one, and first thing I did, I landed. I took an Uber straight there, and when I tell you, I ate the best chicken wings that I ever had in my life. I mean, them things were like this big, and the candy yams, the mac and cheese, the food was just different. The culture was different. The atmosphere was different.
I tell you, it's the same thing in Louisiana, where my grandfather
like,
used to live.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man, Louisiana! I remember eating gator.
You had gator for the first time?
Oh, dude, down in Louisiana, it was, dude. The funny thing is, everyone says it tastes like chicken. It really damn tastes like chicken, but it wasn't chicken. It was definitely gator.
Yeah, gator. Yeah.
You could just tell that it was a gamey meat.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, man, one thing I love going down to Louisiana when my grandfather was still around was po' boys, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would make my
own. I love me a good po' boy, man.
I used to make, anytime I'm gonna go down there, I used to make my own soft shell crab, clams, mussels, shrimp in one sandwich. They all look at me like I'm crazy. I go, not yet. Pour that crap in. Why? Because I love it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it turns out to be a $35 sandwich, but you know what?
Hey, it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Listen, I'm the same way, guys. I'm the type of person, I don't mind spending a good amount on food as long as it's going to be good and it's just something that I like, So I'm a foodie. So my fiance always is like, oh my God, you always want to go to all these places and spend so much money on food. And, I'm like, but listen, you got to treat yourself sometime, guys. You know what I mean? So, there's times where you have to go out there and enjoy a nice meal, a nice expensive meal and, feel good about yourself, boost your morale.
We gotta link up, man. I hope you follow me, and I hope I follow you back. If I don't, call me out, and I'll make sure I follow you back because I'm gonna be there for that November game too. You were talking about New Orleans. I'll be there for the Giants in December 17th. SneakyG. I'll be. Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna eat gator. My goal is beignets and
listen,
gumbo.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you're going to do beignets, you have to literally go to Cafe Du Monde because they make.
Everybody's telling me that.
Here's the thing. It's commercialized, but I'm going to be honest with you. They make the best beignets in Louisiana.
Okay.
I don't give a crap what anybody says. It's the truth.
Send me a text. And I'm going to save it. I want to bring this. So we're coming close. We got less than.
Before you do that,
okay.
I'm going to head out because I do have to get some rest for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'll talk to the wifey. But listen, Sneaky, thank you so much for letting me come on tonight. I really enjoy it. I will do this a little quick shout out on my show. Sneaky is on the SneakyG show on September 5th. Release.
Hey, there we go.
The week of the Giants. Okay.
Nice.
Giants versus the Cowboys, where the Giants will win this time.
Yes.
And I can't thank you enough, guys. Big Lou, I am sorry for your brother and your loss.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, man.
Definitely. I was so thrilled when I heard what happened. You got the tickets. I was so thrilled for you, man. So much
appreciate it
to you, man. Your family, too. Prayers to them.
You know the outro?
What, Giants win?
No. You know the outro at all?
No.
It's Let's Go Giants. Ow.
Oh, let's go Giants out. Let's go.
Well, no, hold on. No, well, hold on. Is McNugget here?
She gotta be in here. She gotta be in here.
She's not in the backstage. Danny, I'm not gonna take you off, but just give them an example of what it is.
So yeah, basically I go like this. Let's go Giants. Ow! Just like that.
There you go. Yeah. Let me hear Sneak.
I'll do the best I can. Let's go Giants. Ow!
No judgment. I'll take it. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for coming on. All right, I'm gonna bring this Philly fan on for a few minutes.
Oh boy.
He's been wanting. Whoops, my bad. Okay, here we go.
Nigga.
Billy, what's going on, man?
Billy, what's good?
What up, Billy?
Man.
How you doing?
Right around the corner. Football's right around the corner.
Oh, I can smell it.
We know you're excited. We know already.
I know. Like he's always
Giants,
excited.
Giants
we know the Philly fans are
beat Dallas week 1. Right?
You only got better.
Oh yeah.
Who do you guys have week 1?
We're at Patriots down in Foxborough week 1.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one though.
Win right there. I'll tell you what though, with Elliott, man, I have to tell you what, that Patriots run game, I don't know. That's going to be
Zeke. No,
He's
Zeke's
not
going to
gonna.
play. He's playing lineman this year. I don't
He's
know
playing
if you,
center. He's playing center.
Yeah,
He's playing center.
Hey, Dallas did him dirty.
Oh,
They did him
I tell
dirty.
you what, I think Pollard was way better than Elliott.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Yeah, he's just. I think the Eagles need a better backup because Mariota sucks. He just.
Yo, where do you guys think Jonathan Taylor's gonna go? Because I know he
Where do I
asked for a
think Jonathan
trade.
Taylor's going to go? I don't think he needs to go to the Eagles. I think we have plenty of running backs. I think he needs to go somewhere where they don't have a lot of.
I say Miami.
Miami's good. Miami's a good spot for him.
Wait, don't Miami have a running back?
No, they have. Who do they have? They have.
Not no big name running back.
Not a big name is right. Yeah, so he'd be a good spot for there.
Yeah, but you know the Colts, they're going to be looking for like 2 number
They're
one.
they're already asking for a lot. No, you know what they said. You know what they said though. They said they want more than Chris McCaffrey.
And
what they got for him.
And they want a first round for him too.
And they want a first rounder.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if teams are willing to pay. I mean, like I said, if teams are willing to pay.
What does Wes mean? He was second, Danny.
What I say?
What did he say, Wes? What I miss?
So
I second Danny.
How do you think, or what's your status on Barkley? Do you think he's going to stay after this year? Do you think he does good this year?
You know what? I'm getting that question a lot.
Danny,
Danny, if you want to answer, that's fine. I'm going to answer it this way.
Okay.
I'm gonna focus on this year.
Okay,
that was my answer.
Fair enough.
That was my answer.
No, I'm not seconding your question. I agree.
Yeah.
Focus on this year. Then after this year, does he really want to continue his Giants career here? Does he really want to go?
Yeah, he's giving you props about
Taylor to the Dolphins.
Yeah. Taylor to the Dolphins.
Yeah, but I agree with Sneaky. I agree that wait and see how.
Because okay. Let me just throw this out there, right? And we only got a few minutes left. Let me throw this out there.
Right.
If Barkley runs for like 500 yards,
right?
Okay.
Right.
We all know that's God willing. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Then he's not going to be staying with the Giants. But if the dude runs for 1,800 yards,
right,
he ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah,
1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns. He is staying, even if he runs for 17.99.
Yeah, I tell you what,
dude, I really can't.
Danny, am I lying?
No, you're good. You're all spot on. You're spot on.
Yeah.
I just can't. To be honest with you, bro, I can't see him playing anywhere else, bro.
I don't either.
Me, man.
So
really can't
you guys, Giants fans, you guys think you guys go far in the playoffs this year?
Well,
don't ask me. You're not gonna like my answer.
You already know his answer.
Okay. So the other two in the...
I say this. I think we're gonna go to the playoffs with a 9-8 record.
9-8. Okay, that is a realistic record. But I'm talking about, can you advance far in the playoffs, meaning get to the championship again? Because we know what happened.
You know what?
Last year when the Eagles played the Giants in the championship.
With Jones's new contract, we're paying him for potential. Okay.
Right.
And he already set the bar with 1 playoff win.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he can get us 2. I think he can get us 2.
He has a lot of toys to play with now, bro. He has a lot of toys to play with.
Avatek said, I know I'm messing up your name. I'm sorry. He said, absolutely.
I got it going either 12-3 or 12-5. I think that's a realistic, because there is
says, come on, bro.
all day,
Dimes top 5. I like that. You know what? I'm with you on
confidence,
that,
Wes.
You know me. I'm Team Jones. I'm Team Jones.
I think Giants are a lot better than what people think they are going to be. I think a lot of people think we're just going to be trash, and we're not going to be trash. We're going to.
I don't know if you heard though. Pat McAfee gave us a lot of credit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard
and
that.
also on WFAN, they're talking about us being an NFC contender.
And you know what?
Okay.
Let them sleep Big Blue all they want because I'm guaranteed we're going to be a tough team to beat every single Sunday, and that's what I want to see. I want to see.
You know what?
They don't want to see us in the red zone, bro.
We're gonna end on that, Big Lou.
Yep.
Billy, let me hear one time.
All right, brother. Yo, this Sneaky. Don't forget Christmas Day.
Can't wait.
Yeah, let's go Giants.
I appreciate you, Big Lou. Let me hear one time, brother.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you, Danny. Let me hear it, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow! Good night, brother.
I appreciate you. Big Lou, I'm glad you won the tickets. Heart goes out to you and the family. Yes, WTF. I will see you Thursday. We will do this again Thursday night, 8:00 Dallas, Texas time. Great show, fellas. I appreciate everybody that came on. I'm going to echo what Lou says. Hey, enjoy every day as though it's your last. Make someone smile. Don't make anybody cry. Don't be a dick. But anyway, I love y'all. Be good. And let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.